Okay, for lunch today I am having the rotisserie chicken salad that I meal prepped. That'll be in a video link down below. Underneath here that you cannot see, I have romaine lettuce in the bed of this just to add some crunch. I have the rotisserie chicken, which is a 3 smart points. I have some of the roasted radishes, which I'm counting as 1 because I did use oil in there. And then I have 2 points worth of avocado. So this will be a 6-point lunch. Okay, so I'm also bringing along one of the 2 Good yogurts for 2 smart points and a banana for 0. And now it's time to make dinner, and I've had a horrific day. I will tell you guys about it tomorrow. So in this cup, I have 1 cup of chicken broth, and I'm adding to that 1 tablespoon of flour. This is gonna be like my thickening agent for my Alfredo sauce. And in this skillet, I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of, I can't believe it's not butter, light, and then also 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and let that butter melt and the garlic cook a little bit. I'm going to add in to that cup of chicken broth and flour mixture, and then I'm going to add in 1 cup of fat-free half and half. So I'm going to let that simmer for a little bit, kind of bring it to a boil to start to thicken up. And then once it starts to thicken up, I'm going to add in 3/4 of a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and then also add in some salt and pepper to this. This is kind of bland, and so I like to add in quite a bit of pepper to this recipe. And then I'm just going to stir that around and let the cheese melt and the sauce thicken up some more. And then to that, I'm going to add in some diced chicken. I cooked this chicken in my air fryer, so it's just some grilled chicken that I grilled up and then diced up, and I'm adding it into my pan. And then I have some of this Trader Joe's organic rainbow cauliflower, which is amazing, by the way. I highly recommend it. I already went ahead and steamed that in the microwave ahead of time. And then I'm adding that to my skillet. And this is the final dish. This turned out really good. So this is kind of a chicken Alfredo cauliflower bake. It's supposed to be a bake, but I didn't have time to do the bake. And so I went ahead and just made it into a skillet. And it turned out pretty good. So I will write out the whole recipe down below in the description box so you have that. And that was my dinner for Monday night. For a snack, I'm going to have a 3-point Built Bar. This is the lemon chocolate. This is one of my favorites. As usual, I will have the code for these. You guys, these are really good. I know you're hearing about these all over Instagram and YouTube, but really these are definitely one of those things that are so worth it, and they are just a game changer for my snack game right now. Make some tea this morning. I'm having this sweet tangerine positive energy tea. Definitely need that today. But now I have to let it cool down. The only thing with tea, I have to let it cool down for so long. I showed you all this. I know I talked yesterday about how Built Bars, well, I just showed the Built Bar, and I talked about how much I love them. You guys, I really do love them. And I know, I'm pretty sure they're coming out with a couple more new flavors this summer. Like, what am I gonna do? I can fit 2 more up top right there though, see? So I can at least fit 2 more boxes in here. Okay guys, so I am packing up my lunch and snack for today. So happy Tuesday. I can break my fast at like 10 o'clock today, 10 or 11. I think it's 10. I stopped eating yesterday at 6, so yeah, 10 o'clock. So I think I'll break my fast with a Premier Protein and coffee. So I'll put this, I have a big jar at work that I can use. So I'll put some of this coffee in a little container and have this and this. So that'll be how I break my fast. So this is 2 smart points and 0, of course, for this. Then I have for lunch today, I'm gonna have my meal prep that I made. I will have my meal prep video down below. This is the orange ground chicken bowl. And then I have some cauliflower rice down there and some broccoli. And I used the sugar-free G. Hughes orange ginger marinade on this. It is really good, you guys, and it smells amazing as soon as I open this up. I had this in the freezer and I took it out last night, and it's just perfectly thawed. I have a lot of questions about that, what I do with my meal preps, and I do usually put them in the freezer and just pull them out the night before. Anyway, this is 3 smart points, and that's it, and that's just for the marinade. So yeah, yummy 3 smart point lunch. And then for snacks, I'm bringing some Skinny Kitchen Ranch to have with my carrots. Then I have some tomatoes, and then I'm just bringing yogurt just for good measure, make sure I have enough food. So that'll be what I'm eating so far today. Good morning, guys. So yes, it is a Tuesday, so I have a little bit of time, so I thought I'd chat with you. Have my tea that's finally cooled down now. It was so hot. I don't try to let it boil that until like it comes to like a complete boil, but I was out of the room and I was like, no, I like to try to just bring it to a boil so it doesn't take so long. But I love this positive energy tea, so good. And when I'm fasting, I like to have this kind of tea and stuff. So yes, I'm fasting. I am doing another round of 5 perfect days. I wanted to look at the sunshine. I just love it so much. I have to talk about sunshine. Anyway, so I want to just kick off June with a really positive, a great week. That was my plan. And you know, June was what? Saturday? Was that the first day of June? And this weekend was great, had a really good weekend. It was just a really good overall last few days. And then yesterday, I had planned on going shopping and getting stuff for my bullet journal because I decided I am going to do some bullet journaling and I'm so excited. You guys know me, I'm such a planner. I'm plan to plan. And I went on Pinterest and I have been just pinning like crazy all different bullet journal like layouts and then ideas and what to put in a bullet journal, and it has just really like it. Yeah, I just absolutely am so excited for it. So I plan on going to Michael's and Walmart yesterday to get the stuff for that. I was gonna order on Amazon, but I kind of really did a lot of price checking and found that I could get it actually the same price or cheaper at locally, so I wanted to do that. However, I was on my way to work and I want to tell you about this great podcast I've been listening to. I kind of mentioned it, I think, on Instagram, but you guys know I love true crime podcasts, and this one, and I've caught up with Crime Junkie, which is my absolute favorite. And I've caught up, like when I get caught up on all of my podcasts, I just, what am I gonna do? What do I do? You know, so I find new ones. And I found this one, a couple ladies, they're British. It's called Red Handed. It is so good, and just listening to their accents and stuff, it is so engaging. I love their storytelling. I love their banter back and forth. I do enjoy myself personally podcasts that kind of go like into personal stuff too. It's just more of like a conversation. That's what the ones I like to listen to, the ones where they sound like they're having a conversation, and I love that. And so I was listening to this really intense case, and I mean, it is so, some of these cases are so absolutely crazy. Anyway, I was listening to it, and then I had a deer jump out in front of me and I hit a deer. So it was not a fabulous morning yesterday. I mean, but it was so beautiful. I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, it was such a beautiful day. I mean, the sun has been just so bright and shiny. I mean, it's only here, it's only like 6:20. And you look outside and it's just so beautiful. And I mean, June, this is how it's been since June started. And I just, you know, seeing the sunshine and all that, and then all that happened yesterday. And it was very traumatic for me. And I know I don't want to sound real dramatic or anything, but I've never, ever been in a kind of accident like that. Like one time, the only other accident I've been into where I was actually in the car, I've had people hit my vehicles while they've been sitting in parking lots. But I backed into somebody in a parking lot one time, and it was very like slow. But so I was going 50 miles an hour, and we have a lot of deer around here. I mean, I live in Southern Oregon. We have nothing but just forests around us. And the deer actually even like walk through parts of town here. I mean, it's, yeah, I think I've told you guys that before, where I would be going through downtown and there'd just be 4 or 5 deer just walking down the road. So this was on an old highway. It wasn't on like the freeway, but it was like the old highway. And it literally just like, boom, just like jumped. It was so scary. So I called my husband, and he actually had yesterday off because he had a dentist appointment. He had 2 appointments that day for some work he's getting done. He had to go in the morning and then also in the afternoon. So he couldn't work at all. And so I called him, but he was on his way to his dentist and he was gonna just come and get me. And I said, no, my car will drive. I told him just to swing by after he was done with his appointment, to swing by my work. And I mean, I don't know what made me think I could work, because I get to work and I call him and tell him I made it there because my car was working okay. It's just body damaged, but it was more like of a traumatic thing for me. And as I was talking to people, I would just start crying, and then I realized I have to go home. It was just when boss was like, just take a personal day, just get out of here. Because after my husband came over after his appointment, and I was like, I don't know, like I was scared to drive. I mean, and I am a little bit nervous to get in my car even this morning, but I feel I'm not going to take that same route. I've decided that I need, because on our way home we took that route because I wanted to see how it would be, you know, and it wasn't good. And so I told my husband, I'm like, I can't go down that road anymore, at least not with me driving. I don't even know if I can do it at all right now. And so I'm gonna take the freeway. It's a little bit out of the way, but it should take the same amount of time. Actually, it should be faster because you go faster, but anyway, so that was my day yesterday, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe podcasts are not the best thing to be listening to on my way to work, because I was really into it, but literally, like, it wasn't like I try to be really conscious of it because this road's kind of narrow, and but I'm more conscious of it when it's dark, and I'll see, like, you know, because when it's like wintertime and it's real dark on my way to work in the morning, I am constantly like looking on the sides of the roads because they can just dart out in the dark because of our lights. And so during the daylight, I tend to like let my guard down, and that's what I did, because normally if I would have seen it, I may have slowed down or just been kind of, you know, going around it, or I don't know, something. But it literally just like boom, it just jumped out and then right in front of me. And my first instinct was to go left, which my husband said I should have probably gone right, because at least I would have went into the ditch, but the deer, he said, could have went either way anyway, and the deer did go the same way that I went, and I just hit it head on. And I feel so bad, but in my rear view mirror, I saw it like jump and run into the woods where it came from. So I don't know if it's okay, but I felt really bad about that, because I'm like, I can still see its poor little eyes. I mean, it was, yeah. At least I can talk about it today. I couldn't even talk about it yesterday. I had to start crying. So at least today I can talk about it. So I think that's a good sign, right? Anyway, so I went ahead and just went on Amazon and I ordered the bullet journal supplies, because I don't think I'm gonna be driving around a lot. So yeah, so I ordered all those, so I will show those to you. They're supposed to be in Wednesday. I'm gonna do this video, would be the little bit of footage that I got yesterday with my food. That's pretty much all you're gonna see in yesterday's video, because I planned on showing you guys, I planned on filming at lunchtime, and I was just gonna show you guys what I picked up and at Michael's and Walmart, and that was gonna be my little chatty chat for Monday, but that didn't happen. So anyway, so you'll have that little bit of footage Monday with my food, and I did film making my dinner, and then today's footage, and then I think I'll go ahead and post this on Wednesday, and then I'll just record Wednesday on its own and post that on Thursday. So you'll have 2 different what I ate videos this week, and one of them I will show you my haul stuff, because it should be in Wednesday. Probably won't be until Wednesday night. Oh, maybe I will film Thursday also. I don't know. Anyway, I will show you. You guys will see regardless. Well, I have Friday off. I can film it on Friday. I'll just do a little like what I ate on Friday and show it to you guys then. Anyway, I'm super excited, and of course, once I get all my layouts done, which will take me forever getting it started, because I want to do some yearly pages, some monthly pages. And once I get all of those laid out, I'll do a whole video if you guys want to see that on just my bullet journal. So that is the plan. So you guys saw my lunch, and you saw when so five perfect days. So I'm doing that for the month. So my plan was to do, so I have intermittent fasting, make sure it's at least 14 hours. So 14 to 16 hour intermittent fasting. That's one of my things. My regular, 100 ounces of water, or 96 ounces of water. I want to make sure I track everything, because I am completely off track. I am not off track on my food, but I'm off track on tracking, which I truly believe is turning into being off track on food. I don't think that I could fully stay on track if I'm not actually tracking my food. So I think that's one thing in the month of January I am being very particular about, is I am going to track everything. So that is one of my 5 perfect days. And then meditation, I really want to continue my meditation, so I did do that the last 2 days. And then the other one was working out. However, I did work out yesterday, because I did that before I left for work. I think in light of what happened yesterday, I am I started getting really sore last night in my neck and my back, and my husband says probably because I was tensed up. And so I can feel it really bad in my like middle kind of upper back and my shoulders, and I decided that I think I need to take the working out off of the table for this week and focus on the other things. So I was going to replace it with something else, but I still have 4 things that I'm working on, and they are 4 big things, so I figure I'm just going to leave those in there. So I think that catches you up on everything. So I think at lunchtime I'm just going to stay in at work, and I'm just going to eat my lunch at work and maybe start working on my meal plan or something. And yeah, so that'll be my day. Tonight's dinner, what is tonight's dinner? I don't remember what it is. I'll have to look because I need to make sure if I need to take any meat out. Yesterday was a cauliflower Alfredo. It's supposed to be cauliflower Alfredo bake, but I started it too late, so I made it more into a skillet, which it turned out fantastic. So I had that, and then Sunday I made the chicken tenders. Panko was gonna film those, but my camera ended up being like completely dead after meal prep, and I forgot to plug it in. But those turned out super good. I cannot remember what today's dinner is. I have no idea. Okay, well, I'll have to go look at my menu plan, but you guys will see what it is. So that'll probably be next. And then, like I said, I will do what I eat videos. Either I'll do Wednesday, maybe do Wednesday and Thursday, and put that up Friday. I have another video going up Friday, and I don't want to just totally slam you guys with different videos. I think I had a video go up this morning too. What is Tuesday? Yeah, I had the supreme pizza chicken. You guys, that is a really good recipe too. And I didn't mention in that you could add olives in that if you like olives. I don't like olives, so I didn't put olives on mine. But anywho, I need to go finish getting ready, and so I will talk to you guys all very soon. So for dinner tonight, I'm having a burger in a bowl. I forgot to take out my chicken for my salsa verde chicken. So I am going to have one of these chicken and apple burgers. I don't know if you remember these from a couple months back. I had these in the freezer. These are from Elle's, I believe is the name, and they are 6 Smart Points. So I have that with a slice of ultra thin Sargento cheese, and then I have some avocado, some lettuce, some tomato, and I have for the dressing, I have some Skinny Kitchen ranch. So this was just a nice, easy, quick dinner.